Hey guys, thanks for joining me again today for another video. I have something pretty cool to share today. I bought a new sketchbook and I'm really excited to test the paper in this book, and it is actually the Crescent Rendr no show-through paper sketchbook. So I'm pretty excited about this. Oh, there's just a little slight glare from my light there. Basically what this book is supposed to do is you can use both sides of the paper. So that is pretty exciting because, as you all know, my sketchbooks, I rarely ever use the back side of the paper because whatever material, medium, whatever you'd mind to call it, that I use on one side, it always seeps through on the other side, so you can't use the back. But this paper is supposed to be like revolutionary, and you're supposed to be able to use both sides of the paper, and no matter what you use, even if you use like mountains and mountains of ink, it will not show through. So, a little bit about the book. You can check their website out at www.crescentartist.com. I can leave a link to their website. This is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money. I actually bought one for myself and one for my boyfriend as well, because he's seemed to be showing a little bit of interest in learning how to use Copics, and apparently this paper is really good for Copic markers, so we'll give that a go as well. So basically, like I said, it doesn't show through, and it is 110-pound paper. There's 48 sheets, so 96 pages to work on, you know, back and front, 5.5 by 8.5, and it is white, heavyweight paper, acid and linen free, but it does look slightly gray when I open the book. So the book is kind of like a moleskin cover. It's nice and soft. It does pick up dirt very easily, so if you want a nice clean cover, this is not the book for you. It is just like a regular rectangle book. It has a nice little embossed logo here on the back. It's not too bad. It feels very nice. It is glued and stitched on the inside, so if you do use wet media, the pages should not fall out. It says you can use it with spray paint, markers, pastels, pencils, paint, and ink. That's what they suggest that you can use with all media types. So we'll see if that is actually true. I know with 110-pound paper that it's probably not going to be the best for watercolors because, you know, an excess use of water will make the pages buckle. So we'll test out, I have a water brush here as well, so we'll test out that on a back page in the book. So when you open it up, it has a nice black cover. First thing I thought of was this would be very cool to do something with a white gel pen. That was my first thought. So I'm going to leave this for later. I'm not going to do a full picture in this book. I'm just doing a little review on the book and to let you guys see that the paper actually does not soak through with any of the ink. First page is attached, so again, I probably wouldn't use this page because it's pretty well attached to the inside cover. Like I said, it is stitched, and it's also glued as well. The first couple pages will lay flat, but when you get to the center of the book, here, it's what I'm trying to say is that the pages, they don't lay flat. But I know some people are going to cringe here, but this is what I found works real well. Open the book up, bend the spine back just slightly, and then it lays flat. The other thing that you could do is get like an alligator clip or a bulldog clip to keep your pages open. You know, clip it up on the side or on the top of the page. And it's the same like throughout the book that you go. If you take it, bend it back just a little bit, flatten it out. And the nice thing is the spine actually doesn't bend at all. I'm very sorry about the background noise. It's very hot here today, so the window is open, and my dogs are running around in the background, so I'm very sorry for the noise, but I can't help it. So anyhow, without further ado, let's test out this paper, and let's see what happens here. Again, back cover would be very nice to do some doodling or something on with a white gel pen, or like jelly rolls or something like that. So I'm gonna leave that as well. So I got a few things that we're gonna test out here today. The paper, like I said, looks a little gray. It's not completely white. And it sort of reminds me of the texture of the paper that's in the tan tone sketchbooks, if you've used those. So that was pretty interesting as well. So let's try the simplest of the items that I have here. So this is a Prismacolor Premier, just a white, I'm sorry, not white, it's blue or green, maybe like a bluish green color, I don't know. It's just a Prismacolor liner. So I'm just gonna scribble, I'm just gonna zoom in here just a little bit. And let's see what happens here. So again, I'm just going to do swatches, and I'm going to be very heavy with the ink and everything that I'm laying down on the paper. Now this is eating away at the paper slightly, and some of the paper is starting to lift, but it doesn't show through. Let's see if we can't focus a little here. Okay, so this is the Prismacolor. Okay, then I also have this big deep scarlet red Pitt pen, and if anything is going to bleed through a piece of paper, it's going to be a red or black or dark blue marker. So I'm just going to lay this on pretty heavy here. This is actually going on quite nice, and it's really not soaking into the page all that quick. It's okay, but it does start eating up the page when I get that much on there. Again, look at that. There's nothing. This is pretty good so far. I am gonna, this is just a paint pen, and if this didn't go through, let me just write down here. So we're gonna test another one here at the same time. If this didn't go through, the Copic multiliner is not gonna go through. So this is a Pitt pen and the Copic multiliner. Again, going pretty heavy with the ink. Still nothing. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So this is a Curarina Wink paint marker, and what I've noticed so far is the wetter mediums, like the acrylic, and this is acrylic, and this, the Pitt pen, it eats away at the paper. It doesn't go through, still doesn't go through, but it does eat away at the paper, and it's ripping the paper up. Okay, so again I have, okay, let's put the name of this down first so we know what's what. Okay, and this is an aqua marker. I'm going to use the bigger tip here. And again, this eats the paper right away. So I can honestly say, without even trying a water brush or any water on this, it's not good for wet media already. If you were doing quick light coloring with it, it might be okay. But if you have to do quite a few layers, it's going to eat the paper up. So that's the aqua marker. Okay, I've got 3 more things here to try. So this is a Pentel pocket brush pen. So this is basically just like India ink. And this is not ripping up the paper. This is actually going on quite nice. Quite nice. So that's quite a bit of ink. And that was a pocket brush pen. And it seems like I can't spell tonight. Okay. Oh, and that leaked on my pages. Look at that. Again, nothing coming through the back side. 2 more things to try. This is just a blue Copic marker that I know goes through every bit of paper I've tried it on already. I can see that it's going to be really good for blending Copics. Doesn't seem to bleed. It does, just slightly. It does bleed slightly. Still didn't go through the paper. Still nothing. So this is a regular Copic. And the final test that I'm going to do here before I end this video is I just have a Pentel, it's a Sakura, not Pentel, it's a Sakura Aquash brush. It's got some water in there, and I'm just going to test this and to see how it holds up to some water. It would be okay if I was actually showing what I was doing on the camera. Sorry about that. Okay, so again, the Copic didn't go through, and even with all that water, it's just, the water soaked through just slightly. So that's not too bad. So that's a water swatch. Again, can't spell tonight. So I would not recommend using water in this book, or using like acrylic paint pens, even the pocket brush. I'm getting like, I can peel the paper off here. So that's not doing too well either. I'm sorry about the blurriness in the camera here. I've tried to fix it a couple of times. I hope you can see that. So the Prismacolor, the Pitt pen, Copic multiliner, the acrylic sparkly paint marker, the aqua marker, pocket brush pen, the Copic sketch, and a water swatch. The Copics, they do bleed. Be careful. The pocket brush pen, the ink went on this paper really, really nice. But like I said, the more wet the medium is, the more it damaged the paper. Even though the Copic sketch, the paper still feels exactly the same. There's no ripping, or the paper doesn't feel damaged at all, not like these other ones where it actually feels like the paper is going to fall apart. So that is my conclusion to this video for this week. I'm sorry I don't have enough time to do something bigger and actually do an art piece in this book, but I don't have a whole lot of time this week, and I still wanted to make sure that I got a video up. So that was my little quick review on the Crescent Rendr Sketchbook. I'm very excited to start working in this, and I'm hoping I'm going to like it. I didn't mention that I bought this at a art store in Canada called Above Ground Art Supplies. It's located in Toronto, so I did have this mailed to me because I'm in northern Manitoba, and they actually did pretty good. The shipping only took it was a little less than a week, so that wasn't too bad. So you can go, if you're in Canada and you need an art store to shop at online, so go check out Above Ground Art Supplies. I'll leave a link down in the description for that as well. So yeah, go check it out if you want to be able to use both sides of your paper. Definitely, so far I'm giving this book 2 thumbs up. So we'll see what happens when I start using my Copics and everything in there. And I didn't try Prismacolor pencils because that's not going to go through the paper anyway, but I'm sure that it's going to go on nice and smooth. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section, and if you want to leave a comment about the video, go ahead and do that as well. Let me know if you've tried this paper and what your thoughts are on the make of the book, or the quality of the paper. It would be great to know what you guys think. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you come back next week for my next video. That's it for me for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. If you liked it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment down below, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already to make sure you see my future videos. Until next time, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.